All right, here is part two of the intro, and I decided to break it up because that other part's logistics. This is the core of the class, and I should probably create some fancy presentation to go along with that. But I just like to talk it through. Maybe it's the former social studies teacher in me. So I, and this will be covered in the first class we have, in a couple weeks, and the readings. But if you look around, technology defines so much of what we do, whether we like it or not. And I know I might have a Luddite or a curmudgeon in the group here. I always seem to have a couple who say, technology is actually ruining things, and there are some things that if we don't look at them carefully, or teach our kids the right skills, they can have some negative effects. That's why things like digital citizenship are so important, so we can teach our kids to act and interact in this crazy digital world. So first, this class is kind of based on 5 things. Number 1 is today's students are shaped by the technologies that are available. If you want any proof of that, go to a park or a mall and look at how many kids are sitting on Pokemon Go right now, or how many people are on Facebook or Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat, and how that defines lives or causes problems, and how the biggest consequence I can give my son right now is to take away both my older sons are to take away their phones. And the thing my daughter desperately wants more than anything is a phone. As she's in 4th grade, and some of her friends are starting to get phones, which seems to be ridiculous to me. So that's something, and we need to take advantage of that. We need to prepare kids for that world, because they need to be ready to be professional and academic in a digital world, not just a traditional analog world. We need to do that too. I'd never argue getting rid of books and paper and pens and pencils and all that. Number 2 is social media is huge. We need to discuss it. We need to address it, utilize it where necessary. I believe in Twitter. I believe in Instagram for publicizing what you're doing in your classroom, what's going on at your school. The next one is technology should not be treated as something separate or special. It's just part of what we do. We don't have whiteboard Wednesdays, textbook Tuesdays, computer lab Thursdays. We have teaching, and technology is just one of those tools. And we want to make it not an event. We don't want to make it an event. We want it to just be part of what we do. And again, it maybe you use a piece of technology once a day, once a week, once a month, and it's just something that you use at the time. And I would argue once a month isn't enough, but we want to do what we can to just make it part of what we do, just like we do in our daily lives. You don't make a point of saying, okay, I'm going to do something digitally on my phone now. No, we just use our phone, or we just use our computer. Whether we bank in person or we bank on our computer, we're banking. The next is a personalized learning network. So this is something, this is the last EdTech class probably all of you are ever going to take, for better or for worse. And so I want to help set you up with some skills so you can continue learning about EdTech, or continue learning in general about education in ways that's kind of streamlined and takes advantage of the thousands and thousands of teachers who are also online. Who are also wanting to share, who are also wanting to have discussions. So we'll be talking about a personalized learning network and some options there. We'll be looking at blogs and RSS feeds, Twitter, and Google Plus communities as 3 ways to look at how to continue learning beyond this class and beyond the topics in this class. And then the last one is technology tools can be used to help manage an educator's professional and personal lives. And so we'll be looking at some tools that will help you become more efficient and more effective in everything from grading to, keeping up with your Twitter feeds and all that. So that's kind of the core of the class. As I said, it's gonna unfold. We're gonna start off with PLNs, and we're gonna set some context this next week of where are we going as far as a society with technology. That will build our lesson, get into digital citizenship, and go from there. And you can see the course outline. So if you have any questions, the best way to get a hold of me is email, danmcdowell@gmail.com. It's plastered all over the website. And every instructional document and all that. So that's the best way to contact me. And good luck this semester. Looking forward to seeing what you guys produce and seeing the thoughts and ideas that you have about teaching. Because I also want to say this isn't just about technology; it's about teaching and learning. So, and I'll be addressing that in more detail in our first live class. All right, everyone. Thanks a lot.